Good evening. Okay, welcome everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Command R. There we go. Okay, so I'm just waiting for that first comment. It works on my end. Okay, I'm going to share the video real quick while I wait for y'all. Okay, I see you. Hi, Lois. Jenny. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Someone was telling me the other day, okay, there y'all are. Someone said, can't remember your name, sorry about that they were so happy that I switched to Tuesdays. I can't even tell y'all how much better Tuesday works for me as well. I'm glad I moved it as well. Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so we'll give everybody about a minute to get in here. Thanks, Lola. She said that the baby shower looked awesome. It was really awesome. I lost lots of sleep worrying about what could possibly go wrong, and everything turned out fantastic. Oh, yeah. So it's done. And I do actually, I'll tell y'all what I did while I can't talk. While we're waiting for everyone to get in here. As I was planning the baby shower, I actually created a hidden page over on my website, and I started documenting all the things I was ordering and everything that I was doing. So, for example, the napkins, the tissue paper flowers that you guys can see in the corner back there, the fabric for the drawstring bags, everything. I just started making notes, and so all I have to do is copy and paste that into a post. And I've also filmed a video on how to make the tissue paper flowers, how to fold the napkins. And today I filmed how to make this bag because it is a mini one. Yeah, so not tomorrow, but probably, what is tomorrow, Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday, I'll post it. Because tomorrow, this project, oh, let me switch and show y'all my hands. Okay, give me a minute. Last weekend it didn't work, remember? Or not last weekend. Here we go. Here's the project we're making. Isn't it so cute? Oh, the sun is shining in. Let me get rid of that real quick. I think that's where it's coming from. Oh yeah. Much better. Okay, so let's see. Select all. Here we go. I'm in the corner. Hi, Deb. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, you were one of the winners. So I'm going to put up this chick candy. These were the winners from last week's YouTube chick candy. I know Bonnie has already claimed hers. Kathy and Kathy, I'm not sure that y'all have. And if you have, email me your mailing address again, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to see if there's any burning questions before we get started. I do actually have the measurements here, and then I also have them on screen. Watch this. Look at that. I got all fancy this week. I had a little bit more time, right? So I'll take that off screen for now. And we're going to do housekeeping notes in the middle. I really can't talk today. Sorry. Maybe it's because I'm trying to talk too fast. I'll slow down now. What was I going to say? Oh, we're going to do housekeeping notes in the middle of the video. So I'm going to move this in this corner since last time my face covered it up. And here is our packet with everything cut. Now, I will tell you, this box is very similar to last week's box, but we don't have the flap. So So it opens up like this, and a chick stand will fit in it, as well as all the other things that fit in last week's box. Yeah, so a chick stand will fit in there. So let's close that back. How do you like that? It's so cute, isn't it? So the stamp set we're using today is actually my chick candy that's posted over on my blog. The Sweet Gingerbread stamp set, along with the coordinating dies. We are borrowing or using the Peaceful Dear Merry Christmas greeting because that just fits so perfectly right there at the bottom. These greetings are a little large for my little box. They work perfect for a card, but not necessarily for this box. So yeah, those are the two stamp sets. If you have a Merry Christmas greeting in another stamp set, you're welcome to use that. The dies that we're using is Stylish Shapes, Full Basket, and the Gingerbread House. And for the full basket, all we're using in that one is the little heart that you see on the door. So if you have another set of dies that has a teeny tiny heart, you can use that instead. Okay, so we're going to start by stamping, and we don't have a lot of stamping. We have the greeting and the two lollipops and the wreath. And once we cut out the gingerbread house, we'll stamp on that as well. Okay, I'm looking for the comments. Give me a second. Do I have listed somewhere what equipment I use to do videos? I don't, and you're welcome to email me. So Cheryl, just email me and I'd be happy to tell you. To be honest, I'm just using my iPhone. I use my iPhone for absolutely everything. But yeah, email me. I'm happy to help. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get down to the bottom now. And hi, Margie. Okay, I'm going to stop looking for a second now, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp. So we are using Pool Party, not Pool Party, Poppy Parade. We are using Pool Party on this part, but that's in a little bit. So here's my two. We are using a photopolymer stamp set. So it prefers the Stampin' Matte. And I just re-inked this, so I hope it's going to work for us. Yes, perfect. I love it. Okay, there's those two. And the reason I space them apart is because I'm going to be die cutting them. And if you put two dies side by side, they kind of try to go to each other. Yeah, so I'm placing them away from each other. And that's the greeting. And then we'll close the Poppy Parade up. We're done with that one. The heat index on Sunday was like 107. It was so blasted hot. My husband loaded everything into the car the night before that wasn't perishable. And then the next morning he loaded the rest of the stuff, and he drove it over there and unloaded it for me and then came back and reloaded it. Thank goodness for him. Okay, so there's that. Now, let's go ahead and get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Let's see, I'm going to... Okay, guys, let me know if you can see me and hear me again. I'm back. Sorry about that. If it's still frozen, just give it just a minute. Okay, I'm going to give everybody about a minute to get back in here. So sorry. Don't know what happened. Technology. This whole live thing, it just, I don't know. It's not very stable. I think I hear a lot of people saying that they have trouble. My pre-recorded videos, of course, have, you know, no issues, but when you're live, you're at the mercy of, I don't know. Usually we don't have any trouble with Google Fiber. I sometimes wonder if it's the software that I'm using to show both my face and my hands. I think that's the problem. But, okay, I think everybody's back. Okay, so we're back to the original. So sorry about that. I told the first joke and then it froze. So I don't know. Did y'all hear the joke or was I frozen at that point? What is the best thing to put into a gingerbread house? Your teeth. Okay. Now, what I just did was stamped the images, and now we're going to do some die cutting. And we're all going to say a little prayer that my connection stays this time. Okay, so y'all didn't hear the joke. It was frozen. So, great. There you go. I'll leave it here for a few minutes so that you can still see it. Okay, let me get my... I even called my husband and said, did you guys do something to my internet? And he said, no, we didn't touch anything. So I wasn't going to yell at him, especially after I was just praising how much he helped me for the shower. It's not frozen again, right? No, it's not. I can see my face. Okay, it's not frozen again. I can see it. Not that it couldn't freeze again. So Stephanie said, hey, that's one of my jokes. Or is it? No, actually it isn't. I took that one away because that was a gingerbread man. So tell us, Stephanie, what did the gingerbread man put on his bed? I know. Cookie sheet. Right? Cookie sheet? I'm trying to see if I can do all of these at once. This one, I might better not. I need to get my face a little bit closer to it. I have a very good man. Listen, it'll be 31 years. Our 31st anniversary is, it's working again. Our 31st anniversary is in November. Okay, I don't want to lose my die, so I'm going to take my time. Hopefully y'all are not in a rush. We are only making one project tonight. I will tell you that I slept after the shower. I went straight to bed and stayed there pretty much the rest of the day. David even went and picked up Mexican for us. He went and picked us up some tamales. And then yesterday, I kind of sort of did the same thing. I pretty much stayed in bed. I know y'all can't see the right side. So sorry. I'm just talking up a storm, and you can't even see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I pretty much, like David said, you took a 6-hour nap yesterday. I actually slept till 9 yesterday, and I don't ever sleep past like 7. Yeah, so we're making one project today because Lisa said 31 years to the same man. LOL. Oh, yes. I was the oldest in our family and the last one to get married. And I said I was only going to marry someone if it was And it had to be forever. I tell him if he leaves me, I'm going to follow him. And I borrowed that saying from Paul Newman. He said that to his wife. Okay, now we're going to cut the house. Let's see, we're going to try to make all this fit on one. Can y'all see that? This is Blushing Bride, and I'm going to cut out all of these. And then the hearts get cut out with this little heart, but I have some left over from when I made this project earlier today, so we're just going to use that, okay? So that way we don't have to cut that out. Can I move my head to the upper left corner? Really? Y'all want it over here? Right there? Does that work? So Paul Newman also said, why have hamburger when you can have steak? Amen. Actually, we just got a side of beef from Scott, and it is like the best meat we've ever gotten. We even when the kids were little, we used to get a side of beef. This time, man, it's really good. Okay, so here's the little house. Is that better to have the circle up there? It is? Yay, good. Okay, don't want to lose my dies. Okay. Now, it's much better. Well, thank y'all. I love it. Now we'll take the joke out and bring in another one. So when should you take a gingerbread house to the doctor? I don't know where to look to see myself. When it feels crummy. I'm looking at my hand. I'm like, does it look like I have a bruise? No, just kind of veiny. Okay. Now we want to stamp on the gingerbread house with pool party. And we have this image and we have this image. I'm trying to grab that little teeny tiny heart. There we go. Okay, so now this one goes up here. And then the window and the doors, I have to bend way over to see this. Okay? Now we're done with the pool party. Wait, my inks are over here. Let's put this back. Oh, now I got to put this over. Where do y'all want that thingy? What kind of food did we serve at the shower? That's a great question. Okay, so there's this place in Olathe called, it used to be called Edible Arrangements, but now it's called The Table. And we got 2 French grazing boards. So let's see. I'll show you a picture real quick of the grazing board. You won't believe it. Look, that's actually at the shower. That's my picture. Yeah, that's a grazing board. I don't think I ate anything though. I was too nervous. Okay, so I'm using liquid glue, and I'll show, like I said, I have a whole bunch of pictures to show y'all. So I'm using liquid glue to attach this part. Am I in the camera? Yeah, I am. We'll hold that for a second. Okay, there's that. Then we're going to glue the houses, or the door, the houses, the door and the windows. I always feel like I'm doing operation. Okay, so that wasn't all that we had. We also had cupcakes from the small cupcakes, also in Olathe. We had okay, so grazing board, cupcakes, cookies, quiche. The table also, we also had a quiche, and then mixed fruit, a big bowl of strawberries, carrots and celery and hummus. And then we had a mimosa bar. I can't wait for y'all to see the picture of that. It's so cool. So the facility that we had the shower at was at the Yellow Barn, and it is just a beautiful place. I am still in the camera view, right? I have a hard time picking this up. I guess I should use the putty in, right? That would help. Can y'all hear my fan? And some of y'all are friends with me on Facebook. So some of y'all saw some of the pictures. Yes, Jessica's family does live local. Yeah. Now this one. No on the fan? Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Oh, the heart. We still have the heart to do. Now this, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. Wait, wrong cap. And then just brush it on. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to, well look, I put my liquid glue back up and I still need it. I'm going to need it several times. I really didn't put it up. The my tool stand is just right here to the right of me. It's how I always create and make projects. Okay, there we go. I'm going to hold that for a second. Danielle, you're very welcome. Okay, I'm going to pop this up with 2 dimensionals right in the middle. Whoops. Which one did I pull the backing off of? I don't know. Okay, so this is just getting centered right over the Merry Christmas. And then now the little lollipops we're also going to add with dimensionals. Right there. So right on the corner. I will have the measurements and everything on my website tomorrow. Yes, everything will be posted on my blog tomorrow. Okay, I can move that joke out of the way. Now, let's go ahead and tie the ribbon. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of the Sweet Sorbet twine. Approximately 8 inches. Okay. So the 12 weeks of Halloween is starting later this week. My plan is to post it, I believe, on Friday. Tomorrow's going to be this project, and Thursday's probably going to be the baby shower stuff, because like I said, there's 3 videos on the baby shower. So Friday will be week 1 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. This is going to go on the very top, and I'm just going to use a mini glue dot. If I can find it, there it is. Smush it. Now we still have to add our embellishments. I don't know if you can see those. There's embellishments all along here and here. We have 7 of them, odd numbers. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. This is the what is it? Sweet Gingerbread stamp set. Now, we're going to make the box next, but I'm going to take a little commercial break, and we're going to do some housekeeping. It's not really called housekeeping. First, this is my current host code, and that is the gift. If you use this code between August 1st and 14th, you will receive the festive pearls. Okay, take that one off the screen. I just announced Chick Candy 147 today, and that is the stamp set and the dies that we're using tonight. So let me take that off the screen. So it's the Sweet Gingerbread stamp set, the Gingerbread House dies, and the drawstring bag. And to enter to win, you get 2 chances for every $50 you order on the, what's the dates? Let me do this again. I don't have the date on there, do I? It's today through next Tuesday. And then you get 1 entry for leaving a comment on this blog post. Okay, on this blog post. I posted it today. Chick Candy for tonight, we have 3 gifts. The way you enter to win is when the video is over tonight, or over in like 20 minutes, you're going to leave a comment on this video. Okay? And I'm going to change it, because the last couple times the first name I drew got the first prize, the second name got the second prize. I'm going to let y'all, whoever replies to my email or my post first, gets to choose what they want. I'm going to change it, okay? Because I haven't heard from a few people from the past 2, so I'm going to put that sense of urgency. So whoever replies, I will draw the winner at 9 and post it on this blog post. So tomorrow I'm posting all the details on my website about this project, and in the body of that email I will update it and add the winners, and then I will reply to each of your comments. So I think some of y'all don't get emails when people reply to your comment. I don't know. Okay, so the 3 prizes are Mischievous Mice stamp set. That's the first one. Drawstring bag, or this designer series paper sampler. So there's Sweetest Christmas, Santa Express, Storybook Gnomes, Celebrate Everything, Silver and Gold, and this is the one we're using tonight, and I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of this paper? Rings of something. Let me pull up my file. Rings of Love. How could I forget that? Because my label's not on there. Okay, So those are the 3 prizes. I will draw the winner Thursday morning, 9 o'clock, and then I'll post it on my website. Okay? Do I have any other... remind me at the end of the video to show y'all a couple pictures. Yeah, so somebody remind me. And here's the measurements again for the project that we're making. Okay, now this is Poppy Parade. And we're going to score it. Where'd I put my measurements? I need them myself. Okay, so on the 8 3/4 inch side, we're going to score this at 1 inch, 4, 5, and 8. On the 6 inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2. And we're going to do that on both sides. So 1/2 inch. Oh, look, I have the project over there under me. So sorry. And 1 1/2. Hopefully I didn't mess y'all up. So on this side, I scored at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 on both sides. We're going to fold and burnish with the bone folder. I just don't have enough desk space to actually have everything in the camera view. Yeah. I need to raise my camera, but when I do that, it changes the ratio and makes it, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Someone said I give great prizes. Thank you. I'll tell you what I do. Anytime I qualify for a half price item, that's when our orders reach $4.50. I always get something that I can give away for chick candy. Yeah. Now, we have to cut this. And I want to draw attention, or not draw attention. What's the word I'm looking for? I want you to look at this closely. I'm going to have to turn it this way so you can see it. If you'll notice, this section right here is what? 1 inch, okay? This is 1 inch. So this is part of our box. This one here is 3/4 of an inch. That is our lid. So that is this piece right here, okay? So that's what I'm going to cut first so that I don't get confused and mess up. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And then I'm removing all of this. That's a little crooked. I normally stand when I paper craft, so I'm going to have to rework my camera situation so that I can stand. Although I have to say, planning the baby shower and everything, I kind of appreciate being able to sit down right now. Okay, so now we're going to trim this part off, this part off on all 4 tabs. There we go. Now, all we have left to do for this is we want to trim these tabs. I can't remember who told me. Was it Lisa? Somebody told me that. I always give y'all the link to Amazon for these scissors. I love them. But I think it was Lisa, but I'm not sure. Somebody told me they were on sale at Walmart. I did check my Walmart. Mine did not have them. So maybe it depends on where you live. Okay, so now we're going to use tear and tape to assemble our box. I'll put this here too, that way. Have my credit card to tear the tear and tape. And I'm going to turn it over. I knew that was going to be in the way. Uh-oh, I didn't cut that small enough. Ha! Sometimes you got to concentrate. There we go. The ticket is you have to press this hard. Like you have to, it's like it cuts it. Hopefully that makes sense. If you never tried it, try it. I saw someone do it like years and years and years ago, and I did it a couple times and then I forgot how they did it. And then one day I was like, I'm going to relearn. I've got to figure it out because I have powder and gel on my nails and I cannot use my fingernails. Not like I used to. Oh, Lisa said she also found them on clearance for $3. Holy smokes, that's amazing. $3? Wonder why they're doing that. They're fabulous scissors. I told Lisa I'd take a couple more pair because they're so awesome. Okay, so I'm removing the backing. And then I'm going to just bring up the walls. And then do the other side. The brand of them is I think they're Westcott, right? Westcott Titanium. Yeah, Westcott is the name. Aren't you surprised I remembered your name? I'm surprised. With everything going on, I struggle to remember my own name. Not really. I'm joking. Okay, let's do this side first. There we go. Oh, I forgot to use the corner rounder, but that's okay. We still have time. So we're going to round this. Even though this detail trio punch has officially retired, everybody must have a corner rounder in their possession. It's a must in paper crafting. In fact, I have probably 5 different corner rounders from all the different companies. Okay, so here's the box, and I will take out my old chick stand, put it in there. Oh, I forgot to do the, we'll do that in a minute. Okay. Now let's add the Designer Series paper. Where did I get my ruler? I got it at the Container Store, and it is fabulous. So Pamela's asking, are the scissors in the fabric material section or the craft section? I did check both when I was there. So I'm adding this to the top and sliding it into the position. I have one more joke to tell. Why did the gingerbread house go to the dentist? I hope I'm putting this in the right spot. Am I? I am, which is why we're fixing to use the circle punch so that we'll know which side is the front. So this is the Rings of Love paper. So if you guys have not earned that yet during celebration, it is back in stock now. They do have a bigger size. This is the small size. I think this is an 8-inch. I think. But there's a larger size. I'm going to tell you, go with this size. Go with the smaller. I use the larger one for fabric, but it's a little big. Okay, 1-inch retired 1-inch circle punch. Another necessary item in your paper crafting supplies. This way we'll know how to open this box. Without that, you keep turning it around. Now, once you get this on there, of course, you're going to know that this is the opening, but not when you're making it. Okay, so now we're going to put this one over here. Oh, I didn't answer, why did the gingerbread house go to the dentist? He had gingivitis. I think that should say the gingerbread man, though, right? Like I said, there was only 3 gingerbread house jokes I could find. Everything else was gingerbread man. I'm like, well, I'm not stamping a man tonight. I'm not making a gingerbread man. I'm making a gingerbread house. The exterminator says to the gingerbread man, what do you mean? Why do you have ants? Oh, I already can't see. What's the answer? You live in a cookie. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And now this is just going to get added with liquid glue. Isn't this so beautiful? Oh, I just love it. I'm going to hold that there for just a second and let it dry. We got to add the embellishments, so don't run off. We're adding 7. How'd you like that? Don't run off. Sorry about that. That was a little snarky. I just know that, like, when I'm sitting here and I'm stamping, and all of a sudden when I'm done, it's like the count goes, it's like everybody leaves. It's like running. Not just casually leaving, but just like running. Okay, so on here I have these. What are these called? These are called Sparkle and Shine Sequins Assortments. I can turn this off because it's probably going to blow the assortments if I leave the fan running. So I'm going to pick up, it might take me a minute to get all these out. So, and they kind of stick to my finger. I wish I had another joke to tell you while I wrestle with these things. There we go. There's one of them. And I'm going to get my needle here. Y'all have seen me use this needle for probably 20 years. Back with this was our old gingham ribbon. Okay, let me get my face closer. There's a second one. And here's a third. We're doing 5 of, oh, grr. Where did it go? I just lost 2 of them at the same time. Oh, it's on the end of my needle. Okay. 3, 4. Can y'all even see these? Yeah, you actually can, can't you? And I need one more of those. Okay, then. Did anybody watch Jenna Bush, Hager, whatever her name is? Did y'all watch her playing Password today on, I don't normally watch that show, but I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how I got on that channel, but anyway, they were playing Password, and you had to guess the word with one word. And turtle was one of the words. I just laughed really hard because she clearly is very competitive. Okay, so there's a star. It's not really the color I was going for, but it may take me longer to find these stars than it took me to make the whole entire box. In fact, I'm about to give up. Okay, my smear of glue has also dried up. So here's the first one. Goes right, can y'all see that? Goes right there. And then I need more glue. Where to put it? Okay, there's one on there already. I'm putting it, you know what? I'm not even going to put it next to the Merry Christmas. Stay! There we go. And then a star. It's going to go up here. And another one of these sequins is going to go up here. And then we're going to do one more star. We're going to call it done. I did put 2 more here and here, but we'll do that off screen, right? Oh, I don't want to waste these though. Hold on. Let me put these back in my container. If I can. Well, let's see. Get off me. There we go. I'm just sliding it over there so that I don't lose them. Not that losing a couple wouldn't kill me, but I don't like to. Okay, there we go. Carolyn says, how about placing a dot of glue on the box and then adding it? You can do that, but sometimes when I'm using the liquid glue, I get a little too much. And then a big old blob comes out of it. So, yeah. But you could, absolutely. So I'm going to show the measurements one more time. So here's the measurements. Let me move them. Let's see. So here's the... Oh, the red dots on the wreath. Thank you. I forgot. Have people left? Don't leave. I forgot the embellishments. The other embellishments. How could I do that? Okay, so one here. I said that again, didn't I? Don't leave. Yeah, you have to do this because then the berries would be green and that wouldn't be right. Right? There you go. Much better. Right? Oh, let me move the measurements. Okay. Looks good, right? So pretty. only 2 left and didn't see it. They missed out. Maybe they'll rewatch it. Super cute. So it will hold a chick stand. It will also hold like thread, some Aurifil thread, lip balm. It will hold a Purell hand sanitizer diagonally. Yeah. So this box measures, because I know y'all want to know the measurements. I think it measures the same as last week, right? I said the only difference was the flap. So it's 3 by 3 by 1. So it's almost the exact same box, except that it just has one opening and it doesn't have that additional flap. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, don't forget, after the video is over, leave a comment. Let me put that up there. Did I put it up there what the gifts were? I don't think I actually did the gifts, did I? I didn't do the I didn't do an image. So don't forget to leave a comment afterwards. Yes, a Reese's peanut butter cup would fit in here. And probably a thick one too, because this is 1 inch. Yeah. Okay, so who wants to see? I want to show you, for those of you that are sticking around for a couple minutes, here is the table at the baby shower. So this is those milk jars, their champagne flutes, the napkins. I'm going to show a video on how to tie the napkins. So this was the place setting. And what is this? Oh, this is the drawstring bags. So that's all 30 of the bags I made. And then these little pearls that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I got this this stand also from Hobby Lobby. I got it for 40% off. I love it. And it's white, not cream, so it's going to be great for my house. Yeah. Okay. That's the only 2 pictures I have for you tonight. Like I said, I have a blog post that's going to go up that's going to show a bunch of pictures and links to where I bought everything and videos on how I made stuff. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for me before I sign off? And if you have a question that I didn't answer tonight, feel free to email me. Here is my email address, helpdesk@chickenscratch.com. Jessica loved it. Yeah. Some of my best friends were there and they said, "You've been waiting your whole life to do this, haven't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, absolutely." Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. I mean, it was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed it. We put bath bombs in the bags, and some of the people that attended brought some children, and they proceeded to smell all of them. Yeah, bath bombs. Oh, I forgot too. I need to put a link to where those came from as well. Okay, so my next live video will be next Tuesday, but the 12 Weeks of Halloween project is going, my 12 Weeks of Halloween is going to be pre-recorded this year. It's going to be nice and neat and all clean, and hopefully I'll get some more subscribers. So my first one will be on Friday, and the plan going forward for the next 12 weeks will be a new 12 Weeks of Halloween project. So I'll see you next Tuesday for my next live video. Okay, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. And if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a good night.